listeners, it's GSU Coach back for some more Rockies franchise action. I didn't want to do the Jets franchise today because it just takes so much of my time to get it set up and get ready to go for the game. Whereas all we're trying to do here, we're at the last two games of the season for the Rockies Season 1 franchise. We want to win 62 games. That's our goal. Well, I got some bad news and good news. The bad news is I forgot to save after all that simming we did last episode. Not all the simming, but all the simming after the games that I jumped in. But the good news is I got it to where we actually won more. And now we just need to win one of the next two to get our goal of 62 wins this season. So that is awesome. So the goal is within grasp, ladies and gentlemen. The goal is within grasp. So let's make sure my voice is working good.
Within grasp.
Yes, sounds terrible. But anyhow, I hope you all enjoy this video and this episode, as we just did a Florida Panthers video. Let me share this out to Facebook real quick. You know how I do, guys. You know how I do. But we just did a Florida Panthers franchise video where we had another victory, which is awesome. And we're hoping the Rockies can do the same thing. Okay, share, post. Alright, one more. Facebook. Post. Post. Make sure everybody on my Facebook knows I'm live, even though it's really late here on the East Coast. And we are playing at Arizona. So it's not going to be an easy 2 victories. They've already lost the first game in Sim. So they're going to be looking to get a victory, and they definitely, let's see what their record is, honestly. They are 72-88, so they are right close to 500. They're at 450 in their record. I mean, my wife's getting a tattoo from her kids for her birthday to cover up an old tattoo that was bad tattoo made by somebody in Florida. So she's over there looking through tattoos. So anyhow, we are getting ready to play the Diamondbacks, who are the second from last place in our division, which is the NL West. And we're just looking to get 62 victories this season. That is our goal now at this current moment. And that is a reachable goal with 2 games left, and we're 61-99 right now. So let's hope we can do that. And that's exactly what I'm going to try to do. So welcome everybody to the stream. I'd like to thank all the new subscribers, all the supporters, all the people that have joined the GSU Coach family, which I like to say joined the team and became players. Appreciate you guys joining me. Welcome to the Rockies franchise. The very first season is coming to a very quick close, as we only have 2 games left on our schedule before the off-season starts. And we all know that we're going to try to go out and get some big-name players to help fill out our roster, not counting the players that we're bringing up from AAA that have shown off this season and done very well. We've already brought a couple up, with Brian Raccio being the backup for Trevor Story. We've brought up who's the Ian Desmond, who was an all-star in AAA, and a couple others we brought up. And that's going to continue, because I like to build a team from players that we have developed over a long time period. But I also want to go out and get players that are already good and been proven to be good to help us get to playoff hopeful next year. I want to be at least a playoff hopeful next year. Even if we don't make the playoffs, at least let us be in the battle for it. So let's take a look at the starting pitchers. Robbie Ray will be starting. He's 12-10 this season for us, which is a good record for us. And he'll be taking. Oh, now it's the last game, so let's advance day. Okay, so it's going to be Antonio Sensatella, who is 7-15 against Zach Gallen. We all know Zach Gallen can throw the ball. Don't forget, though, I brought up Ben Bowden from AAA, and I brought in Ron Stanek on a trade. So we have good bullpen players now, officially good bullpen players for the Rockies. And the Diamondbacks have their own set of good players, and you can see by their record they've done much better this season than they did the previous season. So I can't wait for episode 30. That'll be the big 3-hour special of the off season, and I can't wait for us to get some players that are going to be good. And not just good, but good hitters is what we're really looking for. And some, we need a little more depth in certain positions on defense. So let's take a look at the rosters for who are we going after here? Norfolk Tides. Why did it have the Norfolk Tides up there? That was weird. Anyhow, we are looking for the Diamondbacks, and I'm going the wrong way. In the standings, the Braves sit in first place in the National Colorado, Arizona Diamond. All right, so they have Ketel Marte. He's 88 overall. He's a center fielder, probably their best player on their team. He's an A potential. They have Josh Rojas. He's a good hitter. He's a B overall potential. He's an 84 overall. Second baseman, they have catcher Carson Kelly, who's an 83 overall with a B potential. And then they start kind of slacking off. Zach Gallen is a starting pitcher, and Madison Bumgarner. They're both in the 80s, but besides that, there's nothing to be really concerned about. Seth Beer now, he can knock them out of the yard if you're not careful. So he can give you some dingers. You got to be careful with him. But I'm hoping this is one of them games where Sensatella actually has a good game. So all we've got to do, guys, all we've got to do is win one game of the next two to get a 62-game win season. And that's what my goal is right now. My goal was to get to 500. That didn't happen, so we had to change our goal. That's just what you do. And our goal now is to win 62 games. So we're getting ready to take on these Arizona Diamondbacks. Let's go. Let's see here. Now, I want to wear a different uniform than we typically do because, first of all, I have so much footage of us in the let's just wear our gray. That's our roads, though. Yeah, we're on the road. Duh. Okay, we'll wear our gray uniforms, regular road uniforms, black hat. We could do the purple bill hat. That would be cool. I like that. That's a good little look. We'll be playing in Chase Field here, 9 innings of baseball. And let's see. Of course, Sensatella will be starting for us. Do I have anybody I want? I think our starting lineup, our typical starting lineup, is going to stay our starting lineup. They're not going to let me have a designated hitter, so we will keep our starting lineup the way it always has been. There's nobody tired enough for me to bring in anybody else. So we have the best players on our current Rockies team playing in this second game of the series. We are up 1-0 on the Diamondbacks in the series. So let's get the game started. It is going to be Sensatella against Gallen. They call him Sensi, and that's what we're going to call him most of the game. He is 7-15. He's got 196 hits on him, 43 walks, 100 strikeouts, and a 3.67 ERA, whereas Gallen has 86 walks, 159 strikeouts with a 4 ERA. And I'm excited about this, guys, because I did not know we would get to 62 wins when the season started. But we are looking to go that way. Amanda, can you check if you can hear me? I know you're busy. I just want to make sure my microphone's not cutting out. You're my baby. Yeah. Yeah, it takes it a while sometimes. And it is game time. Let me... Shh. share this out one more time. Tell everybody it's game time. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate that. My wife's about to have her 24th birthday.
No, I'm not. 22.
She's one of them women that doesn't like getting older at all. And I'm one of those guys that I'm supposed to be getting older, but I don't really care. So I just keep being a kid. Why not? You only live once. All right, guys, it's ball time, game time, ball game time, whatever you want to call it. Let's hope we don't have any microphone malfunctions or controller issues this episode like we did in the Florida Panthers episode. This will be the 28th episode of the Colorado Rockies franchise, okay? 29 will be the next Diamondbacks game. We'll have both of those on each episode. And then the 30th episode will be our end of the season episode and spring training and off-season stuff. It's going to be a long one. It's going to be a long stream. Be prepared for that. That'll be on a weekend, I'm sure, because I won't have time to do it during the week. But Ramon Laureano will start the game off for us hitting. He's hitting .237 this year, but he's a better hitter than his numbers indicate. So let's go. Let's get going here. As Gallen is pitching, as we are indoors in Arizona. There's a foul ball. Laureano a little early on that one. Last 4 games, he's had 3 RBIs. He's 0-1 now. Top of the first. Crowd is rowdy here in Arizona. Nothing's on the line. There's no playoffs for either team. But the crowd's rowdy, and that's just the way it is. That was a beautiful pitch and a strike right down the middle. It's an 0-2 count to Laureano. Gallen can pitch, man. And he cut him. And Laureano just watched. First strikeout for Gallen, and Laureano's going to take a seat in the dugout as .291 hitter Connor Joe comes out, as he is averaging .311 on the road, so he's ready for this. Gallen has thrown nothing but strikes since he's been here, and the crowd is really loud. Foul ball, way too high cutter. Shouldn't have swung at that one. 0-1 count. Connor Joe has 3 RBIs in his last 4 games, as we did a very quick sim and playthrough of the last episode where we played a lot of games in a real quick period of time. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So Gallen is starting off this game with fire on his ball. There's a ball on the outside of the plate, 1-2 count. 1 out, top of the first. Connor Joe up to bat. We have our full starting lineup starting for us right here in this game live. That's a terrible pitch, and I think Joe's going to make it to first. He will. He makes it to first on a wild pitch. They're going to give him the strikeout, but he still got to first, and now C.J. Cron will come up to bat. C.J. Cron's had a pretty good end of the season compared to his early part of the season, where he was not hitting as well as he could, as he's an all-star player in real life this season. He's hitting .248, but that average has went up from what it was earlier in the season. As Gallen gets ready to pitch to Cron with 1 on first. And bye, kiss it goodbye, kiss it goodbye. That is a home run already. C.J. Cron hits a home run in his very first at-bat on Zach Gallen. C.J. Cron knocks it out of the park to bring Connor Joe and himself in, and we are up 2-0 here in the first inning. Take a look at this swing. Cron just pounds that ball right out of the yard. He tells it, don't you go foul, don't you go foul, and it did not go foul. It went right over to the left field and right where it needed to land for a home run for C.J. Cron, and that brings Elias Diaz up to the plate. There's a circle strike. Nice circle. Crazy pitch right there. 238 for Elias Diaz this season. 2-0 Rockies lead here in the top of the first as C.J. Cron came out and just knocked one out the yard. Swing and a miss, strike 2 on Diaz. 1 out, top of the first. Diaz is third on the Rockies in home runs with 27 this season. That was a big hit by C.J. Cron. Good way for us to start the game here. 2-0 lead. That's a good way to start the game, any game. He struck him out, so that's going to be the second out. Is Diaz. That's the third strikeout for Gallen. And Gallen is on fire, but he did not hold himself together for C.J. Cron as Trevor Story comes up to bat. Swing and a miss. Swung way too early on a curve he thought was a fastball. Way too early, just way too early. Gallen's a good pitcher, man. He's a problem. That was a terrible pitch there, though. Four-seam fastball. 1-1 count. 2 outs. Top of the first. Trevor Story is third on the Rockies in runs. And there's a big hit to right into split, but it looks like the left fielder is going to get it, and that's going to end the first inning. But the Rockies go on the board first, 2-0, as C.J. Cron goes yard in his very first at-bat. Look at this hit. Bam! Knocks that thing right out of the yard. And look at that. It lands right over the other side of the foul pole. Oh, that'll be awesome, baby. That's cute. Yeah, it's perfect. And now you got Elias Diaz talking to Cincy, getting him ready. Cincy's got 43 walks with 100 strikeouts. Not his best season, but it ain't a bad season. You can't say it's too bad anyhow. And up to bat first is Josh Rojas, hitting .235 this season with 52 runs. There's a strike. Good pitch by Cincy right down the middle. 0-1 count to start off. The Rockies have a 5-game winning streak right now, and they're looking to get 62 wins this season to try to end their season on a good note before they start making some pretty good changes here in the offseason. And that's an easy out for Loreno. So first out at the bottom of the first. Cincy letting a hit happen, but didn't let it go far enough to matter, as Geraldo Perdomo is up to bat, hitting .211 this season.
Well, Matt, you walk into this yard today, and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to.
So here we go. Foul ball is going to be an 0-1 count. Cincy. Good pitching. He's a good pitcher. I like having Cincy on the team, but is he worth keeping for a lot of money for a long-term deal? I'm not sure yet. We'll find out in the offseason more about that stuff. There's a strike two. Nice pitch down the middle by Cincy.
He's able to track balls down that other guys cannot get to.
Nope, that was a good base hit. That's going to be a single. So that was a good little base hit there to get one on first, and Perdomo is the one that gets on first. One of the better players on their team. And now their center, the best player on their team, Ketel Marte, is up to bat, hitting .272 this season. Ball one, low, four-seam fastball. And that was a stolen base. As Geraldo Perdomo, very quick on his feet as he gets away with a stolen base there. We got a 1-1 count. There's a pop fly. There's probably going to be a change-up. Nope. He didn't do it. So 2 outs, 1 on second, bottom of the first, 2-0. Rockies lead the Diamondbacks. And Seth Beers hitting .289 this season, comes out to bat. We're in the bottom of the first. Rockies got an early lead with a C.J. Cron 2-run home run early in the first inning. At his very first at-bat, he knocks it straight out of the yard. That's why we love Cron so much. Ball, nice curveball. Can't beat that. It drops right where it needed to. He just didn't fall for it. There's a foul ball. 1-1 count. As Seth Beers had a pretty good season. He's kind of the Connor Joe of this team. That's a deep one. That's a deep one. Can he get it? That's a home run, and that's going to be a 2-run home run to tie the game by Seth Beer. 373 feet, 93 mile per hour out the park. And that's going to tie the game in the first inning. It's 2-2. I didn't know that Seth Beer was going to do that this early, and Cincinnati having a bad game to start off his early part of the game. But things will calm down here in a minute as the game starts to be tied again, 2-2. 2-run home runs on by each team.
The first baseman, Pavin.
Swing and a miss. Strike one on Pavin Smith. Hitting .256 this year with 8 home runs. Oh, there's a base hit. We're letting too many hits happen here. The Rockies are not looking like they really want to win that 62nd game today if they keep playing this way. There's a strike, 0-1 count as Peralta hitting .249 this season. As we're looking to strike him out. Almost got him there. That was a slider on the inside of the plate. There's ball 2, 2-1 count, 2 outs, 1 on first. 2-2 game in the first inning. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Nice pitch by Cincy. What do they want us to do here? Probably something down like this and like that. And we didn't get either one of them. I tried to get to the second base. They're going to call that a base hit. Foul ball, 0-1 count. Is Van Meter, the 7th hitter. They had a lot of hitters up here. And I don't think Cincy's got a strikeout yet. There we go, guys. This is a problem. It's 3-2 now. As Arizona is just pushing them in one after another with 2 outs. Cincy's having himself a hard time here early in this game. I did not think the D-backs would get in here this quick and get a lead that fast back from us after we went up 2-0. That's a deep center field hit. Should be an easy out. And that's going to end the first inning, but what a wild first inning it was. 5 runs in 1 inning. First time I think that's happened any of the games I've played. I'm sure it's happened in later innings, but not in the first. So Diamondbacks ended up with 5 hits. And up comes the big dog, Ryan McMahon, hitting .257 this year. He has a career high of 26 home runs. He's looking to get another one here to tie the game. 3-2, Arizona leads the Rockies in the top of the second inning. Gallen. Foul ball, early swing by McMahon. Boy, I'm telling you, he knows Gallen's throwing them down the middle, and he's throwing them quick. 4 for 11 against Gallen in his career. Gallen will slow it down here soon enough. There's another foul ball, a cutter that was on the inside of the plate. Swinging a little early here, McMahon. He's got to get his bearings back. And he swings and misses, and he strikes out. A high fastball fools him. And that will be Jonathan Daza comes up to the plate, who's hitting .275 this season. There's a ball on the inside of the plate, forcing fastball. Ball 1, 1-0 count, 1 out, top of the second. 3-2 lead for Arizona. Liam, don't forget to catch us tomorrow, bud. I had to do some baseball tonight for you. There's a little hit, but it's going to bounce to the shortstop and an easy out. Daza's fast, but not that fast. So 2 outs, top of the first as Ramon Urias comes up to bat. As the Rockies are having a hard time getting hits. We don't have a hard time getting home runs. We have a hard time getting hits. But Urias is one of those guys that can get them. Swing and a miss. He reached for that one. 146 strikeouts. He's 4th in the NL in strikeouts, Ramon Urias is. That's why, because he swings at ridiculous pitches. But it's okay. I got to get my bearings back as well. I haven't played this game in a while. And that ends the top of the second. Can we keep them from getting any more runs here in the bottom of the second? That's what we're looking to.
No pitcher.
That one. No, I don't think that was a ball. But okay. We'll go with it, Ump. And they're going to call 2 balls on Cincy early in this one. There's a strike up in the corner of the plate. Nice job. Hit it right in the zone. 2-1 count. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Zach Gallen, the pitcher. Probably don't have a great average. I think it's 111, but you don't want to give him the chance. You don't want to put anybody, give him a chance. He's out of there. So there's the first out of the bottom of the second. That's going to be Cincy's first strikeout. So finally, in the second inning, Cincy gets a strikeout. Good job. And up comes Josh Rojas, who's 0 for 1. He's one of the few that didn't get hits in the last inning. That's a strike, and what a curveball it was. Ball way up high. Rojas was acquired from Houston in 2019 by the Arizona Diamondbacks. Oh, that's going to be an error. Yeah, he stopped it, but they're going to call it a base hit.
Not shortstop.
I don't know how. It should have been a routine play, and it was not. Perdomo was the one that gave us so many problems in the first inning. There's 2 strikes quickly. Ball, change up down low. And that's going to be a double play, and that's going to end the second inning. So the Rockies do not allow the Diamondbacks to get any more points. So that's a good thing. No more runs. But can the Rockies come out firing as Cincinnati hit 129 this season with 1 home run? He's up to bat. He's not somebody you can take lightly, Gallen, I promise you. There's a hit to right field, and it's not going to go deep enough for any kind of damage, and that's going to be an easy routine pop fly catch. 1 out, top of the third. 3-2, Arizona leads the Rockies. Loreno had a strikeout in the first inning, but he's ready to come back up and give it another go against Gallen. Foul ball. Good timing, just foul balled it. Loreno was 0 for 4 in the last game. Let's hope that doesn't happen this game. He was a little early on that last swing. Ooh, foul ball, but man, he could have lined that down first base line. That would have been a nice, maybe even a double. But it did not happen, and it is 0-2 count, top of the third. There's a ball on the outside of the plate. 1-2 count. 3-2. Diamondbacks lead the Rockies. I haven't heard a rowdy crowd like this in a long time in a baseball game. 2-2 count. Gallen throwing a little bit out of control now. He'll calm down here in a minute. Probably throw a strike right here. Bouncer right to third base. Routine play. Easy out. 2 outs here in the top of the third. As the innings are starting to move right along. Connor Joe is hitting 290 this season. He did reach base on an error, but he did strike out. So they're going to give him the strikeout. And that was easy. We're going to end the top of the third with what was that. And we're going to head on to the bottom of the third with a oh my gosh, probably. If I had to guess. But here we go, guys. Rockies still down by 1. They've only had 1 hit today, but they do got 2 runs. From a C.J. Cron home run as Ketel Marte is back up to bat. He was 0 for 1.
The center fielder.
Since he's finally getting warmed up. And pitching a little better in that last inning. I think he had 2 strikeouts. Oh, that, come on up. Sometimes I wonder about that. There's 3-0 count for Cincy. Seth Beer, who hit the home run earlier, is on deck. Oh my goodness, Cincy just walked Ketel Marte. So we got no outs, 1 on first, Beer up to bat. Swing and a miss on Beer, strike 1. And he's going to get another hit. Oh my goodness, we just don't even know what's going They're going to get a double out of this, and there's going to be one on second, one on third, no outs. Seth Beer with his 20th double of the season. My goodness. He has gave us problems this whole game. Foul ball, 0-1 count. We need some outs here, and we need them quickly. There's a strike two. Can we get a strikeout here? That is the question. Ball, a little low. And he's safe. Bases loaded with no outs. Why didn't we just routine that? Sometimes I would question my own sanity when I play this game. Foul ball, 1-1 count. Bases loaded, no outs. Bottom of the third, Diamondbacks lead 3-2. Looks like it might get a little worse than that if we don't figure something out here quick. There's a 1-2 count. We need 3 quick outs. I mean, that's... Cincy is having issues in this inning. He had a good inning last inning. And that's going to be his first strikeout. So we got 1 out, bases loaded, bottom of the third. Diamondbacks lead the Rockies 3-2. We need another strikeout here. And that's not going to happen, and they're going to get another run. And they may get 2 runs. Okay, so it's a 4-2 game with 1 out. My goodness. D-backs come out firing on all cylinders. That was a strike, I guess. I don't like the way we're playing today. There's another strike. Our defense, well, since he's just pitching bad, let's just be honest about it. Double play ends the inning. 4-2 scores. Josh Van Meter. He's the one that hit that double. So they've got 8 hits and 4 runs. We have 1 hit and 2 runs. But the guy that hit the home run in the first inning's back up to bat, and that is C.J. Crone, as it's 4-2. Arizona leads. Foul ball, swung too early on an 81-mile-per-hour curveball. Gallen's a good pitcher, and he's a problem, and he's hard to play against. It's hard to guess what he's going to do. As Crone hits one. It's out of here. Crone gets his 2nd home run. My goodness, C.J. Crone with 2 home runs back to back. I don't understand how life can even continue anymore. It is 4-3. D-backs will still lead the Rockies, but C.J. Crone has 2 home runs in 1 game.
Right there, he is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the
Crone, I mean, it barely went over the wall, but it went over the wall, and that's really all that matters as Elias Diaz is up to bat with no outs, and it's 3-4 game. Foul ball. That little circle pitch that Gallen's got, he gets me every time on that. We're in the top of the 4th. We're halfway through the game almost.
Nope, that's a ball.
There's a ball. Cutter on the outside of the plate. 1-1 count. Elias Diaz has been a hero a couple of times on this game, especially at the end of games for walk-offs. Now, whether he gets a walk-off in this game, I don't know, but it's 4-3 right now, the D-backs. That's a strike. See that circle curve, man? I'm telling you, it kills me. 1-2 count, top of the 4th. That's a ball on the inside, 2-2 count. Diaz keeping an eye on the ball this time. You don't want to strike out again. They're going to call that a strike, and Diaz barely swung at it, so it must have been a good pitch, even though it looked bad. So that'll be the first out as Trevor Story, a big dog hitter, comes up to hit for us. To try to give us a tied ball game here with a home run would be nice, but it may not happen that way. Ball 1 inside, 85-mile-per-hour circle. Trevor Story had a pop out in the last inning. There's another ball. Throwing them too close to the inside. 1 out, top of the 4th. 2-0 count. Trevor Story leads. No, a little early on that. Pulled the trigger too fast. Story's one of the best hitters on the team. He is the best player on the team. He's just not having the best season. There's a foul ball, make it a 2-2 count. Now we're even. What will Gallen throw on even counts? That is the question. They're going to call that a ball. That was a strike if I've ever seen one. But, hey, I'm not going to argue with him. We got an absolute full count here, guys. 3-2 count. Foul ball as Trevor Story keeps himself alive. Trevor Story is disappointed a lot this season, but we love him anyhow, and I know eventually he'll do better. So I don't really look like I want to be traded. I don't like. He's not somebody I'd be willing to get rid of unless it was something massive. And there's a beautiful hit. I think he's going to stay at first though. So there's a single for Trevor Story. He's just not got the speed to get to second, but that was a good little single right down the third base line. Trevor Story gets to first. He'll give us our second hit of the game, and that's why we love Trevor Story, because he does stuff like that. And we also love Ryan McMahon for his, he can hit home runs. Let's just put it that way. And there's a ball. 1-0 count to McMahon. 0 for 1 in this game so far. He had a strikeout in the second inning. We're here in the top of the fourth. Let's see what he can do now. As Gallen lines up. Way too low, cutter. 2-0 count. Last game, McMahon was 1 for 4 with a single. As the Rockies are looking to get a 62-win season for the first time in a long time. Well, I don't know about that. Now they're going to call that a strike, and that was way on the outside of the zone. So you got to get out of here with that. But I can't get mad at them because they called. They're being fair. I could just say that they're terrible calls, but they're being fair. Foul ball, 2-2 count. McMahon taking on Gallen here. We're starting to figure Gallen out a little bit. It's taking a while though. Story gets back. Gallen just giving him a little nudge, saying, "Hey, buddy, I'm watching you." 4-3, Arizona leads the Rockies. Can McMahon do anything here? Yeah, full count. He can do that. There's a little hit, and it's going to land. And that's going to be a single for Mr. McMahon. So now Story got a single, Ryan McMahon got a single, and we got 1 on first and 1 on second. With Daza coming up to load the bases, hopefully. As the manager comes out to talk to Gallen about his pitching. What's going on, buddy? You doing okay? Why you slacking off? Well, you know, it's 4th inning. I'm getting a little tired. Ball on the outside. Good eye by Daza. 1-0 count. 1 out. 1 on first. 1 on second. Daza up to bat. He's one of the better hitters on the team. 2 balls. 2-0 count. Daza has a .223 average against right-handed starting pitchers. And there's a hit by Daza. It's going to go right to right field. We're not going to tag nothing up. They would have got there too quick. So it's 2 outs. 1 on first, 1 on second. Top of the 4th. Rockies have getting a couple of hits here, but they need Ramon Urias to go ahead and knock a run in. And he would have to hit a double to do that. But he can do it. He's done it before. He just has a lot of hard times on strikeouts. Ball down low, forcing fastball. Urias keeping his eye on the ball that time. We're getting ready for the off-season, guys. Episode 30 is coming up here soon. That's going to be the off-season. That's going to be awesome. What are we going to do? Are we going to get somebody like Soto to play for us? Maybe Mookie Betts comes to the Rockies. You never know on a GSU coach off-season what's going to happen. We may get the best player in the world. I don't know. We'll just see what our money says we can have. Foul ball. Check my volume real quick, because I heard some weird noises. Well, I can't when the camera's open, so I hope I'm sounding okay. Wait a minute. Did Urias just hit one? He just hit a home run. Urias just hit a home run. And he just knocked 2 other runners in. He got 3 runs. So now we just took a 6-4 lead here in the 4th inning. Look at this hit by Ramon Urias. What a bang, what a bing, what a boom. He knocked it out the yard, guys. He just brought in 3-run home run. And now Cincy's up to bat. Cincy gets a good hit. Is he going to split it? He does. Cincy gets to first. That's a single for the pitcher, Antonio Sensatella. Now Gallen's starting to have his issues, and we're getting quite a few hits in this inning. As we take the lead 6-4, as Ramon Loreno, who's 0 for 2, is back up to bat. He's one of the better power hitters on our team. Oh my goodness, we just hit another home run with Ramon Loreno. My goodness, we are just knocking Gallen for a loop as our last couple of players have just knocked him out of the yard. Look at Loreno's face, just serious intensity. Knocks that ball from one end of the park to the other, out of the yard. I don't know how else to say it. My goodness, the Rockies are going to go up 8-4 as Caleb Smith, the pitcher, comes in to take place of Zach Gallen, because Zach Gallen is having such a bad game. This is the best the Rockies have played since the Astros game early in the season. I'm talking a month or 2 ago for us in episodes talk. As Connor Joe's 0 for 2 today. He gets a little pop fly. It's going to be an easy out. And that's going to end finally the top of the 4th ends for the D-backs. But the damage has been done as the Rockies lead 8-4 now. As we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, the Rockies got 7 hits, 8 runs. D-backs have 8 hits, 4 runs. So we're leading. That was a pretty good inning, guys. That's Caleb Smith hitting .250 this season. He's come in to bat. He's not a bad hitter to be a pitcher, I will admit that. But can Cincy get him struck out here? That is the question. Now, getting towards the end of the year, pitchers get tired a lot quicker. So you have to go ahead and start thinking about a bullpen. I don't know yet. We'll see. I don't want to warm up somebody and then be tired the first 5 seconds they're out there either. So. Foul ball, 1-1 count. Caleb Smith, .250 this season. He's the one that came in to pitch. Now he's up to bat. They're going to call that a ball. That was a nice curveball, though. It dropped right where it needed to drop. Just nobody bought on it. 3-1 count. Since he's having his issues in this inning. This is an offensive struggle. And there's a strike. Caleb Smith swings. So we got a full count. 3-2 count, bottom of the 4th. And he's going to walk Caleb Smith. Cincy has been walking people left and right in this game. Josh Rojas had a single in the 2nd. He's back up to bat. No outs, 1 on first, bottom of the 4th. 8-4 lead for the Rockies. There's a strike 1. Beautiful pitch.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there. And that's what this guy.
And my guys are a little slow when it comes to reacting, but it gets 1 to 2nd, so they can call that a sacrifice hit. So they got 1 on 2nd, 1 out, bottom of the 4th, and up is Geraldo Perdomo, who is a problemo for us. And has been this whole series. We're ready for him. Let's bring it. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Since he's still got some fire in them arms. They're going to call that a strike, and that's going to move the guy to 3rd, though, because of a wild pitch. Now what are you going to do here, bud? Oh, and a that's an error, and they're going to get a freaking run, man. 8-5, Rockies lead the Diamondbacks. What an error by Trevor Story, who just did not catch that ball. They have to give him an error on that. That should have been a catch. And in comes Marte, and this is not somebody you want to come up to bat. And we're trying to fight off a lead, but there's a strike by Cincy. It's Ketel Marte, the best player on the Diamondbacks team, is up to bat. Ball 1, 1-1 count. One on first, 8-5 lead for the Rockies. This has been an offensive slugger. I was barely below it. Oh my goodness, they didn't get to it in time. We are going to end up losing this lead. It is 8-6. One out, bottom of the fourth. That is a triple. There's a strike. We still maintain the lead, but man, we are allowing way too many runs. And now it's 8-7 with 2 outs, nobody on. Rockies with a 1-point lead. We went from having a 4-point lead at the beginning of this inning to having a 1-point lead, maybe even a tie if Pavin Smith has anything to say about it. We'll see. And he does. That's a single. Oh my gosh, our players are not doing nothing. Connor Joe ran right by that ball and did not get it off the ground. Okay, so it is time to warm up our bullpen, and you know who I want to put in? Oh. It's going to have to be Reyes Moranta because he's the one with the most energy, but I really wanted Ben Bowden. But that ain't going to happen. So it might eventually.
Ball 1, no strike.
Ball. Cincy, that's going to be a foul ball. It's going to be a 1-1 count. Ball. See, even when Cincy throws him right down the middle, he's throwing balls, so he is tired. And there is another single. Man, these guys are on fire. Both teams are on fire. 2 outs, bottom of the fourth, 1 on first, 1 on second, and Cincy is throwing terrible.
In the dirt.
They're going to call him safe. I thought he was out. That's just my biased opinion. So we do got 1 on third and 1 on second and 2 outs with a 1-0 count to Van Meter. That's a foul ball. It's going to be a 1-1 count. We've completely lost that lead we had by 4, which was insane that we're back within 1 and they got a guy on third. Man, since he's having his issues today, buddy, I'm telling you. Foul ball, 3-2 count. It's going to make it a full count. Now, Cincy could do something here and help us win this ball game by making a good pitch, but he did not. He walks the guy, loads the bases with 2 outs, bottom of the fourth, and we only have a 1-run lead. As Varsho comes in the bat. There's a strike. Nice pitch by Cincy. That's a high pop fly in center field. It should be an easy out for Moreno. And that's going to end the 4th inning where we allowed 3 runs and a lot of hits. Cincy will not come back in this game. That's for sure. So that is for sure. All right, here we go, guys. Can we maintain this 8-7 lead here in the 5th inning? As up to bat right now is the guy that's hit 2 home runs this game. 2 for 2, and each one of them have been home runs. C.J. Cron. 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, and 2 runs. This dude has been on fire today. But he hasn't faced Caleb Smith yet. He's about to find out if he can stay on fire. There's a ball on the inside of the plate. Matt Peacock and No Ramirez warming up in the bullpen for the Diamondbacks. Top of the 5th, 8-7 Rockies lead. That's not going to do it. That's not going to do it. Not enough speed in C.J. Cron's legs for that one. So there's the first out at the top of the 5th.
Now batting, the catcher.
Black spot on top of the screen there. I had to take my mic out and replug it in. I accidentally ripped it out. But Elias Diaz up to bat. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Nice pitch. Elias Diaz likes to swing at those high ones. But he does good against left-handed pitchers. He's swinging at everything. Come on, dude. 8-7. Rockies lead the D-backs. Foul ball. Keeps himself alive, but that would have been a ball. He would have had 3 balls if he would have just laid off these pitches, but he don't. So it's 0-2 count, and that's what we're going to deal with. If he would have waited on that one, that would have been probably a pretty decent hit, but it did not happen that way. As Caleb Smith is pitching to Elias Diaz, 0-2 count, 1 out, top of the 5th. There's a ball. Finally, Diaz lays off of one. 1-2 count now. Base is empty. Elias Diaz down on strikes again. Tried to get that corner zone hit. Waited way too late to swing. Couldn't make his mind up. It's Trevor Story, who also has done a number today, is up to bat, and there's a terrible ball. That was way off the plate. 2 outs, top of the 5th, 8-7. Rockies lead the D-backs in a offensive what do you call it? Slobber knocker. Another ball, this time on the inside. Trevor Story's had his entire 5-year career with the Rockies. In real life, he no longer plays for the Rockies. Oh, come on, you swung way too early. What? There's another one, 3-1 count. We're in the top of the 5th inning, guys. We've got to hold on for another 3 innings to win this game, and it's 8-7 with the D-backs having just as much of an offensive prowess as we do. Story, high flyer, center field, perfect, right to the center fielder. It's going to end the top of the 5th. We're heading to the bottom of the 5th. Lay down, baby. And we're going to head to the bottom of the 5th with Reyes Maranta coming in the game.
Into the diamond. Number 53.
So Maranta is ready to go, and we're going to go with him. I don't know how he pitches.
Number 54.
Nope.
They're going to call that slider a ball. We've got to maintain this 1-point lead, or we'll lose this game, because our batting has completely slowed down now. Wow, 3-0 count early for Maranta. There's a strike, finally. There's a foul ball. Makes it a full count. 3-2 count. Bottom of the 5th, no outs. 7-8, Rockies lead. There's a foul ball. Goes out to the stands. So some lucky human being gets a souvenir. Another foul ball. 3-2. No. Oh, that's a deep one. Can Connor Joe get there? I think he can, and that's an out. Good job by Connor Joe. I'll help you with that when I'm done, baby. I'm in the 5th inning.
The batter, number 10. Second baseman.
And then Josh Rojas, 1 for 3 today, a single in the 2nd. He's 3 for 8 in the series. He'll take on Maranta. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Nice pitch by Maranta. Can Rockies maintain this lead? That is the question. That's a strike. He tried to go for a little bunt. Swing and a miss. And that's another out. So the bottom of the 5th, 2 outs, nobody on. 8-7, Rockies lead. We are rocking and rolling on out of this game. Season for the Rockies, that would be the goal that I have set for us towards the end of the season. When I realized we weren't going to hit 500, I said, well, let's at least hit 62 wins. And we're going to try our best. Right now we're at 61. We have to win one of these next 2 games. There's a foul ball. 0-2 count. Reyes Maranta has come out pitching pretty good. Better than Cincy.
Fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Ball, 1-2 count. Swing and a miss, and that's going to end the 5th inning. We're going to the 6th with nobody getting a hit in that inning. Good pitching by Reyes Maranta. He's just going to kind of walk off with a little attitude, like, hey, I got that. But the Rockies are going to have to get better at hitting if they want to win this game, as Matt Peacock comes in to pitch. He's 4-0 this season. He's 0-1 in saves. What is this? 3.56 ERA. And Ryan McMahon, he is 1 for 2 with a single and a run. Comes up to bat. And McMahon gets a good hit. How deep will it go? Will it go deep enough? Yes. That is a home run by Ryan McMahon to give us a 9-7 lead. As Peacock's first pitch was a home run. A solo home run for Ryan McMahon. Now he's 2 for 3 today. The bats are on fire for the Rockies today, as you can see by the score.
That was not what he had in mind. First pitch, and it was out of here. That's a rough.
I didn't think it was going to make it. I thought it was going to go to the warning track, but it went on out. And up is Jonathan Daza, who is 0 for 2 today. And he swings at a terrible slider that my grandmother wouldn't even swing at, but it is what it is. Matt Peacock allowed his very first pitch was a home run. Let's see what he can do now. Oh, why would you not swing at that one but swing at the other one? 0-2 count. Jonathan Daza having his issues today. That's a ball up at the head. That's kind of a iffy place for a pitcher to throw at a batter, but Peacock must have some guts to do it. There's a terrible pitch. 2-2 count. No outs. Top of the 6th, 9-7. Rockies lead the D-backs. And that's a little slide hit over to the second baseman. Easy out. So 1 out, top of the 6th. McMahon has a home run, and now Ramon Urias, I think he also has a home run. Take a look at this hit earlier. He usually don't knock them like that. He did that. I tell you, here in Arizona, it don't take much to knock him out of the yard. But it's 9-7, Rockies lead, and that's all I care about. There's a perfect single. Nice hit by Ramon Urias. What a hit. So he gets on base with 1 out, top of the 6th. Urias having a good game so far. I want to keep Reyes Maranta in. Thank you, sweetie. You're perfect. You're a perfect wife.
Pink hitting for the Rockies.
Where are you going?
Number 23, Sam Hilliard.
Sam Hilliard will come up to bat. They're going to call that a strike, as Maranta will take a seat for the rest of the game, and I'll bring in Ben Bowden probably, or Ryan Stanek, who have been great finishers of our team. So Hilliard's also been a good home run hitter for us, and I like him in there. Foul ball. 0-2 count quickly, as Hilliard's not warmed up really, so he's last 7 games he's got 337 average. That's pretty good. 0-2 count. Why would you not swing at that? That's going to be 2 outs, 1 on first. And Ramon Loreno had a 2-run home run in the 4th innings, back up to bat. What can he do in the 6th? As we lead 9-7 with 1 on first. Peacock lines up. There's a good hit, and oh my goodness, is that another one? That is another home run for Ramon Loreno. We just got a 2-run home run to go up 11-7. Peacock has allowed his 2nd home run of this game. My goodness, what baseball bat action we have here tonight. Look at Loreno swing at that bad boy. Knocks it out of the yard. Another guy that's got 2 home runs today, him and C.J. Crone. And in comes Castellanos. Humberto Castellanos is in to pitch. They just can't find a pitcher. It's Connor Joe hitting .289 this season, 0 for 3 today. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th, 11-7 Rockies lead. There's a nice little base hit. Could be a double. I don't think so. Back off. All right, so Connor Joe does keep his hitting streak alive. And here comes 2 for 3, 2 home runs, C.J. Crone. He's back up to bat. Let's see what he can do. It'd be nice to get a 2-run shot with him too and put us up 13-7, but we'll see if that actually happens or does not. We're about to find out the truth about C.J. Crone right here.
0-1 in the count.
And he swung at a wild pitch, but it did look like it was going to be a strike, so I can see why he swung at it. 11-7, Rockies lead the D-backs. Looking for that 62nd win already. We really don't want to go into triple digits on our loss, so that could be the goal, really. We want to win 63. It means we have to win the next 2 games, which is this one and the next one. And that way we'd be 63 and 99. That was a terrible hit. Should be an easy out. It was close, but he's out of there. So we're going to the bottom of the 6th inning, guys. We are up 11-7 with 11 hits. So every hit's got a run, basically, is the way you can look at that. And the D-backs have 12 hits, but only 7 have made it to the home plate. So we're going to bring in who looks Stanek. We'll bring in Stanek.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Colorado, number 45, Ryan
Stanek. Good pitcher. He's done some good things for us in the past. There's a strike. That's the kind of stuff he's good at. I mean, he can get some strikeouts. Look at that. 2 strikes already. 0 of 2 count to Ketel Marte. Foul ball. 0-2 count. Bottom of the 6th. 11-7 Rockies lead. He's out of there, and a strikeout for Ryan Stanek to start the game off with. That's a hard guy to strike out right there. But man, that's just why I love Ryan Stanek, and I'm so glad we made that trade for him. Because if we didn't have him on our team, I don't think we would have won 62, 63 games this season. I honestly don't. He came in and saved us so many times. Pop fly in field, easy for Ryan McMahon to get under it and catch it. That's 2 quick outs in the 6th inning as we're getting ready to try to get the 3rd one. As Pavin Smith comes in, he's 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a run, but he hasn't faced Ryan Stanek yet, so it's a little different curtail there. That's a ball, a little low. It's okay though. He can't be perfect all the time. There's a strike. Nice slider right down the middle, man. I'm telling you, Ryan Stanek is a beast. There's strike 2. Is he going to strike out Pavin Smith, who has had an unbelievable game? Foul ball. 1-2 count. Swing and a miss. That's his 2nd strikeout, and that's going to end the 6th inning. I told you Ryan Stanek could come in and do some damage. He did it quickly. As we go to the top of the 7th with Elias Diaz up to bat, 0 for 3 today. He's not had a very good game. Him and Jonathan Daza have struggled this game, but this is the first time they'll face Castellanos. Foul ball. Sinker was a little low. Diaz can knock him out the yard. It's just he has to get a hold of a perfect pitch, and it's hard to do that in the major leagues. But he's a great catcher, and he swings at high ones. 0-2 count. When you face Elias Diaz, you mostly have strikes. There ain't that many balls to account for.
Nope.
Ball way up high.
Love the high heater right there.
1-2
to raise
count.
the hitter's
Diaz
sights.
kind
Let's
of
see if he
warms up a
buries
little bit
something
here. He's
third
wanting to do something this game.
1-2.
There's a little popper and over to the foul ball area, so it'll be a foul. 1-2 count remains. As Castellanos has been a little bit of a factor. He's been a hard guy to swing on. There's a ball, yep, a little bit low into the corner of the zone. Berto Castellanos. 2-2 count, top of the 7th. Rockies lead 11-7. And there goes Diaz right down center field. Looks like it's going to be an easy out, and it will be an easy out. So there's the first out of the top of the 7th as Elias Diaz finally makes contact, but not enough to do anything.
Trevor Story.
And Trevor Story, who had a double earlier. No, he had a single and a run. He's 2 for 6 in the series. He had 1 double in the last game. He's up to bat now, hoping to do something. 1 out, top of the 7th, 11-7. Rockies lead the D-backs. There's a ball. Very quickly thrown by Castellanos. Crowd is rowdy for a non-playoff game, or 2 teams that aren't even going to make it to the playoffs.
That's ball 2.
Trevor Story keeping a good eye on the ball. 2 balls, 2-0 count, 1 out, top of the 7th. Story's had a pretty fairly decent series against these guys. And that was not a very good hit. Not very good contact made at all, and that's going to be the 2nd out of the top of the 7th. As we're just trying to mosey on through this game. Ryan McMahon had I think he had 2. Is he one that had 2 home runs? Or, I know Loreno had 2 home runs. Who was the other? Crone had 2 home runs. Ryan McMahon just had 1 home run. So, C.J. Crone has had 2 home runs today, and so has Ramon Loreno. Can Ryan McMahon knock another one out the yard? We're about to find out the truth right now. 2 outs in the top of the 7th.
Counts 1-0.
And there's Castellanos aiming for Ryan's face as Ryan says something to him and shakes his head. I think he told him, watch where you're throwing, bud. Learn how to pitch. 1-0 count.
That's ball 2.
Another ball, 2-0 count, as Castellanos always seems to open up with a 2-0 count before he starts really throwing them in there. Ryan McMahon, 2 for 3 today. He's had a pretty good game. He started off slow, but he ended up picking it up in I think the 2nd, 3rd time he batted. Foul ball. That was going to be a strike regardless. So 2-1 count. A little late on that. No, early. I was a little early. I always think I'm late when I'm early. But hopefully Liam will wake up and watch this tomorrow and know that we played a little baseball today. Oh, come on, give him a piece of that. 2-2 count, 2 outs, top of the 7th. Can McMahon do anything here, or are we going to end the top? No, he keeps himself alive, though. As that would have, if he could have waited on that changeup, he would have probably knocked that one yard. But he was a little too impatient and swung very, very early. And that's going to end the inning. Nice pitching by Castellanos. Says McMahon will go take a seat. Well, he'll go out and play defense at 3rd base. All right, we're going to the bottom of the 7th. This game's flying by. As David Peralta's 2 for 3 today, but he's not faced, like I said before, Ryan Stanek. Ball on the outside, Stanek. I might as well start warming up or at least stretching. Nice. Easy out. So there's the first out at the bottom of the 7th as Josh Van Meters, 2 for 2, had 2 singles, 2 RBIs. Can Ryan Stanek knock him out the bottom? That was, umpire, come on, dude. Be real with yourself. Like, at least be real with yourself. It's a way high ball that time. No denying that. I think Stanek will probably be a little tired here in a minute, and that's what this guy's for. Ben Bowden's another one. He reminds me of Stanek, honestly. He comes in and he just cleans house. 2-1 count. Swing and a miss. 2. my microphone jerked out of the controller, and I apologize that the black thing's on the screen. It happens sometimes. I get too excited, and I pull the controller or the microphone out of the controller, and it makes all kinds of racket. It'll be okay, guys. I promise. It's just one little portion of the game. All right, we got a 2-2 count, 1 out, bottom of the 7th. Stanek still pitching. Got Ben Bowden warming up in the bullpen. Man, these are foul after foul after foul. Oh, I know he's getting tired, but I'm going to try to get him through this inning. 3-2, full count. Foul ball. Are they going to make me do a splitter, change up? What do you think? Four-seam fastball in the middle. Another foul ball. Van Meter will not die. This dude right here, he's had a perfect game, and he don't want to run it now, and he's going to. That was a beautiful catch by C.J. Crone on first base. Beautiful catch. I got another inning and a half. I thought you told me to do another video, baby. It is not. I just started playing it. No, I started playing the first game at 12, baby. Baseball, this baseball game, I've only been streaming for 71 minutes. That's an hour and 10 minutes.
Ball 2.
No, hockey's
Count is
shorter.
2-1.
All right, 3-1 count, bottom of the 7th. As the Rockies just try to hold on and maintain this lead. Oh, we got to sing the... Well, we thought we could end the inning with Ryan Stanek. We may not.
Your attention, please.
As they bring in a designated hitter, Jake McCarthy, hitting .267 this season. Ball on the outside corner. There's a strike. Nice pitch by Stanek. Ball, a little low on the slider, but most people would have swung at that. I guess the AI don't agree. There's a strike in the perfect positioning for Ryan Stanek.
Almost unhittable. Nasty downward action, high 80s velocity. Pops him up. McMahon.
Nice. McMahon tried to get there, but he could not. 2-2 count. Swing and a miss, and that's going to end the 7th inning with Ryan Stanek and his 3rd strikeout. He just came in last inning. He's already got 3 strikeouts. So it's 11-7. Rockies are going to maintain the lead as No Ramirez comes in. And up to bat is 0 for 3, Jonathan Daza. Ground out in the 6th inning here in the top of the 8th inning. As we are getting closer to home with a 4-run lead. That's a foul. Curveball, 77 miles per hour. Daza got a piece of it. 0-1 count. Top of the 8th, no outs. Nobody on. 11-7. And why does Daza swing at those? I'll never know. 0-2 count. Top of the 8th. This Arizona crowd is rowdy, though. Ball down low. 1-2 count. They had 23,000 show up for a game that doesn't mean nothing, really, in the real reality of baseball. But they're here. There's a foul ball, keep himself alive. 1-2 count. That would have been a ball, though, if he had just laid off. Daza's 0 for 3 today. He's due for a good hit. Oh, he almost made it. 1 out in the top of the 8th as Daza couldn't get to first. But he did strike out. Now it's back to Ramon Urias, who had a home run, a single, and 3 RBIs in this game. He's 2 for 3, and he has not been somebody to play with today. Maybe he can do something for the Rockies as it's getting harder to hit. That was a beautiful curveball pitch. 0-1 count. As No Ramirez came in here slinging some fire at these guys, and they're going to have to learn how to adjust.
1-1.
1-1 count. Terrible pitch. And Urias gets a hold of that one, but how much is it going to land? Nope. It's going to go right to the center fielder for the second out. And we're going to go ahead and bring in Travis DeArnon, who's a big home run hitter for us when we need him to be. All right, he's hitting .299 this season. He's the best hitter on the team. Travis DeArnon. I've got a lot of footage of him hitting home runs. There's him hitting a little third base hit. That was bad. That just wasn't good. All right, we're going to go to the bottom of the 8th inning. We've still got a 4-run lead, and we're going to bring in Ben Bowden. Ben Bowden's another one who can sling the strikes.
Number 51, Ben Bowden.
Strike one. Ben Bowden already comes in. We brought him up from AAA during September call-ups, and he has been an absolute treat to have on our team. He reminds me of a left-handed Ryan Stanek. I mean, honestly, that's what he pitches just like him. He's strong. He can draw them. He can drop them. So we're excited to have Ben Bowden on this team, and we're looking to keep him. And there's the second strike, 2-2 count. Bottom of the 8th, guys. There's only another inning left after this. Oh, come on. That was He's out of there. He just struck him out. Ben Bowden just struck Rojas out. 1 out in the bottom of the 8th as Geraldo Perdomo comes up the bat. He started off really hot, 2 for 2, and he went 0 for 2 in his last 2 at-bats. Him and Martez can do some damage for this Diamondbacks team. If you don't watch out and you don't pitch the proper way to him, they will knock him out of the yard every time. But now it's a 1-2 count on Perdomo. He's out of there. That's the second strikeout in a row for Ben Bowden. We got 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th, and both of them are thanks to Ben Bowden, the relief pitcher that came in for Ryan Stanek. There's a strike on Marte, who's in here. He's 1 for 3 today. There's another strike. Bowden is just on fire. He's out of there. He struck all 3 of them out. Ben Bowden takes us to the 9th inning, dominating. 3 strikeouts in a row. My goodness, I'm telling you what, bringing him up from AAA was the smartest move we may have made all season long besides the Ryan Stanek trade and getting Ramon Lorena. I mean, the team looks a lot different than it did from the beginning of the season, but we made some really wise choices, and that's why we started winning some games. Moreno's 2 for 4 today with 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, 2 runs. We're in the top of the 9th inning, or very last inning, unless there's extra innings, which I doubt. I don't know, we'll see. What a unbelievably weird pitch that was by J.B. Wendelken. J.B. Wendelken. I got to get used to saying that. We played the D-backs a lot during the seasons. I can't wait till spring training to see what our new team looks like. Foul ball. Loreno gets a hold of it. 96-mile-per-hour fastball. 1-1 count. Top of the 9th. Here in Chase Field in Arizona. Beautiful Arizona. Oh, Loreno. I mean, when he gets a hold of one dude, he gets a hold of it. There ain't no joke about it. 1-2 count. And he struck him out. Wendelken struck him out. I just wanted to get a home run, so I swing. Connor Joe's 1 for 4 with a single and a run. He's up to bat. He is hitting about .289 this season. But he can change his luck right here. There's a ball. 1-0 count. Top of the 9th inning, 11-7. Rockies lead the D-backs. Rockies looking not to have triple-digit losses. That was a beautiful pitch. Strike 1, 1-1 count. Connor Joe, 1 for 4 today. Wendelken pitching pretty good here to start off the 9th inning, the very last inning, very last pitcher. Unless wildness just happens. They're going to call that a strike too. That was way inside the plate. 1-2 count, 1 out, top of the 9th. And he drew Connor Joe off the plate after those first 2 pitches. So Connor Joe strikes out, and C.J. Crone, who's 2 for 4 with 2 home runs, 3 RBIs, and 2 runs. Let's see what he can do against Wendelken. They're going to call that a strike. As low as that was, come on, get out of here. 0-1 count to C.J. Crone. Wendelken's pitching like a madman. And he swung and missed on a slide. Wow, dude. 0-2 count. C.J. Crone now is not hitting like he was earlier, but it's not really his fault. That's it. We're going to the bottom of the 9th with a 4-run lead. This is the D-backs' last chance right here. They got to do something, and they're not in the. They got Seth Beer, and after that, it kind of goes downhill from there. Ball 1. Ben Bowden pitches to Beer. Beer is a home run hitting freak. Swing and a miss, though. Strike 1. Nice pitch by Ben Bowden. Can he get 4 strikeouts in a row? There's a strike. I mean, he's getting close. Pop fly. Can he get over there to it? No, it's going to be a foul ball. 1-2 count, bottom of the 9th. Very final inning. The D-backs would have to score 4 runs to win this game. There's a ball way low as Beer almost swung at it, but he chose not. There's a pop fly, and can McMahon get over there to it? Nope, he cannot. So it's going to stay 2-2 count, foul ball. I think McMahon shouldn't have been able to get to that. If you want my honest opinion. And there's a nice catch by Connor Joe to give the first out of the bottom of the 9th. Good catch by Connor Joe. What a catch. Peyton Smith up to bat. There's a strike. So that was the first time somebody's come up against Ben Bowden and not struck out. I told you getting Ben Bowden was absolute genius. Bringing him up from our farm team was just, that was the smartest move when it comes to farm teams we've made all year. And that should be a routine out. And now we only need 1 more out to win the ball game, guys. It's 11-7. Colorado leads Arizona. As Peralta, 2 for 4 today with 2 singles, is up to bat. Can Bowden end this game for us and get the save? There's a strike to start it off.
Nope,
that's a ball, low. 1-1 count. Ben Bowden has a nasty fastball. 1-2 count. So all we need is 1 more strike or 1 more out, and the game is over. There's another foul as Peralta's keeping the Arizona Diamondbacks' chances alive in this game. Ball 2, 2-2 count. Bowden a little low on that one. Swing and a miss. Bowden ends the game. Bowden ends the game with a strikeout after strikeout after strikeout. And the Rockies will get a victory. They get their 62nd victory of the season. They're trying to keep that loss column from saying 100. They need 1 more victory to do that. They're not going to make it to no playoffs this season, but they're at least trying to keep that loss column from saying, you know, bad things like 100. And this is the game, guys. Look at these hits. Urias and C.J. Crone and Ramon Loreno all hitting these home runs, and Ryan McMahon. A lot of home runs in this game for us Rockies. Loreno there knocks one out of the park. And then, of course, Ben Bowden comes in and strikes everybody but 2 people out. And they should give him the win and the save, honestly.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rockies.
So the
11
Rockies are
runs
going to
on
win this
11
one. They're
hits.
going to give the
No
player of the
errors,
game
and
to
they left
Ramon
one
Loreno,
man
who had
on
2
base.
home runs, 4 RBIs, and 2 runs.
For the Diamondbacks, 7 runs on
Reyes
13
Maranta
hits.
gets the
No
victory.
errors. They left
I don't
10
know
on base.
why. Zach Gallen gets the loss.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 3 minutes.
I'm almost done, honey.
Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please
So let's
drive
get out of
home
here.
safely.
So we know what we got to do. We got to win the next game. Bottom line, we got to win one more game to keep from having that 100 loss. Amanda, you told me. They don't. It's over. I'm going to type on here game over Rockies 11. D backs. So I appreciate all you guys joining me on my lives, and I appreciate all the new subscribers. We're heading towards 600 right now as I speak, and the Rockies have a 2-0 lead over the Arizona Diamondbacks. So basically, the next game will be John Gray versus Madison Bumgarner, and this will be the game to determine whether we get 100 losses or we stay 63 and 99.
Inside the show.
And then after
Starting
that,
out in the NL
episode
West,
30 will be the
Colorado
off season.
Rockies
So
got
get
11
ready for
hits
that,
overall
guys.
as they got
I
a road
appreciate
win
you guys
against it.
joining me. Sorry about some of the technical issues, and I love each and every one of my subscribers, and you're all players on the team.